The Galaxy Z Flip 5 is a worthy successor to the Galaxy Z Flip 4, and it puts it on the same page as the Razr 40 Ultra or Razr 40 Plus in terms of that massive cover display. And while the Z Fold 5 didn't see too many improvements over the Z Fold 4, I have to say this is a worthy upgrade over the Flip 4. It just provides a better and more unique experience versus the older models. And with that said, I'm gonna be covering this phone a lot in the coming weeks, but I wanna focus on the cover display since that seems to be what you guys are interested in the most. So in this video, I wanna go over several tips and tricks that you should try as soon as you receive your Galaxy Z Flip 5. If you do plan on picking one of these up and you haven't ordered it already, I do have a big favor to ask you. If you don't mind, please use the links that I provide in the description as well as the pinned comment. They are my affiliate links. I do get a small portion or a kickback from them, but it helps keep this channel running. That way I can provide videos like this for you at the cost of just a few ads. And speaking of a few ads, I have to give a shout out to this video's sponsor, which is Pulseway. Are you an IT pro looking for a powerful tool to supercharge your productivity and take control of your IT systems? Look no further than Pulseway, the ultimate solution designed specifically for IT professionals just like you. With Pulseway, you have the power to monitor and manage your entire IT environment from a centralized dashboard. Whether you're overseeing servers, networks, or various other endpoints, Pulseway provides real-time visibility into every aspect of your systems. Gone are the days of constantly being tied to a desk for monitoring. With Pulseway's mobile app, you can stay connected and in control no matter where you are in the entire world. Get instant alerts, resolve issues, and execute tasks with just a few taps on your smartphone. It's like having a command center in your pocket. Pulseway's automation capabilities will revolutionize the way you work. Automates routine tasks, deploy updates, and run scripts effortlessly, freeing up your time to focus on other tasks. Pulseway is your trusted IT assistant. They have extensive integrations with powerful tools and platforms, giving you the flexibility to customize and extend its functionality to suit your specific needs. Whether you're a solo IT professional or part of a team, Pulseway scales with you. Collaborate with your colleagues, assign tasks, and track progress all within the Pulseway platform. Join the thousands of IT professionals worldwide who rely on Pulseway to optimize their operations and deliver exceptional results. Make your day easier with Pulseway. Are you ready to transform the way you manage IT? Don't wait another second and follow the link down in the description to start your free trial to take advantage of this special offer that's exclusive for my followers. In addition to providing links to ordering a Galaxy Z Flip 5, I'm also going to leave links in the description as well as the pinned comment for any wallpapers that I show as long as I can find them, but definitely the links to the apps and websites that I use to get those wallpapers from, as well as the case that I'm using because I know a lot of you are going to ask. This is the Gadget Case from Samsung. I don't know how I feel about it. I like it. It's not the best case. I know there's better ones out there, but it does provide a really unique aspect to using your phone. So this little cap right here just pops right off. So if I just pull on it, you can see it comes off. And then you can take this part right here and line it up and lock it in. And now you have like a little pop socket to hold the phone, as well as a kickstand to prop the phone up. That way you can watch content and get it in whatever angle you want. It's a nice case. If you don't get it on sale, I don't really recommend it. I think it's like over 50 bucks, closer to 60 bucks for this case. To take it off, you just push this button here, it twists, and then you can pull it off. But you can also lock it in the other direction to give yourself that, pop socket vibe. It's also a great little fidget toy if you just, want to play with it. But overall, it's not bad. So one question I've gotten asked already is where I got my wallpaper from. As you can see, it's an animated wallpaper of Vegeta. It's raining. You'll see him blink here in a minute. I mean, it just looks really, really cool. I got this from mowalls.com. I'll link it in the description as well as the pinned comment, like I said. And I'll try to find the exact link to this wallpaper. Don't hold it against me if I can't, because the website has a ton, but I'll try to find it. But you can find a ton of animated wallpapers on that website, and you just download it straight to your phone, visit the website. They don't have an app. Once you have your wallpaper downloaded, you're gonna go into your settings, scroll down until you see cover screen, tap on that. Then tap add new, because we have to build out a new cover screen wallpaper design. We're gonna tap on gallery. locate your animated wallpaper. So I have a few here. I'm gonna tap on this one just for demonstration purposes, then tap done. It's gonna pull up an editor because you do have to trim it. All the animated wallpapers from the website are longer than 15 seconds, and 15 seconds is the limit when it comes to adding one to a Galaxy device. So I'm gonna go ahead and tap on trim and trim it down. I'm gonna find a segment that I want. You can do 15 seconds or less, so we're gonna trim it down to 10 seconds, then tap done. Once it's saved, you'll be able to tap done again and then it will save. So I'm gonna go ahead and tap done because I'm happy with that. Now, if I close up the phone here and go to my lock screen, you can see there is my new animated wallpaper. So even though this wallpaper looks fantastic, you can actually customize it a little bit more. So you can change the way the clock looks, you can add a couple icons or even text if you want, all from the same area that we were just in. So let's go ahead and go back into the main settings, and then we're gonna go under cover screen just like we were before, just like so. Then we're gonna go under manage. So I recommend going through and deleting the cover screens that you don't plan on using. That way it keeps things a little bit more tidy. And when you're browsing through them on the cover screen itself, you can locate your own custom ones much faster. And I'll show you that here in a minute. So go ahead and delete the ones that you don't plan on using. And once you are finished, you can just tap done and it will save the ones that you plan on using in the future. Now, if I want to customize one, I can just tap on it and it will pull up one that I've already made. If I want to customize the clock, I just tap on the clock. And from down here, I have different fonts and positions that I can choose from. So if I want it, on the side, I can put it over here. I can also make it a little bit bigger. I can change the font. I can change the color of the font. So this wallpaper is a little bit busy, so you really can't see what's going on too well, but I think you get the idea. I can also, put it right dead center and it gives me a little bit more information. So now I have the local time, the date, and I can also get the weather all from my lock screen, and I can adjust that font as well. If I go back and tap on this, I can change the icon here from camera to flashlight to launcher to game. So I can pick different things to launch directly from the main screen itself. If I don't want anything there and just want to keep it clean, I can just tap on no app and that will remove the icon. However, I do like the camera there. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back. If I tap on frame, here is where you can kind of like switch things up a little bit. So you can cut out the frame, make it a little unique. I can cut it out like that. I can also change the color of the cutout and I can adjust the opacity, which is kind of neat. Personally, I like the full effect, but you can get really crazy with it and just switch things up. And then you can always go back into your gallery and switch up the wallpaper, as I said before. Once all of that is done, you just tap on done and save it. And then it's gonna be applied directly to your cover screen as soon as you tap done. But if you wanna switch them up on the fly, you can do that. So if I shut my phone and go to the cover screen and unlock it, then touch and hold, I can toggle through all of my custom cover screens just like so. So if I want this one day, but then want the Vegeta another, I can do that. I can also press and hold and browse through all the widgets, which we're gonna talk about here in just a minute. Unfortunately, at the time of this video, the amount of apps that you can launch on the Z Flip 5's cover screen is extremely limited straight out of the box. There is a workaround, which we're gonna talk about here in just a minute, but I'm not gonna get into too much detail about it since I've already made a dedicated video. You can check out the card up top if you feel like watching it. Let me show you what I mean by how limited it is on the Z Flip 5. You can see these are the apps that you can launch by default straight out of the box on the Z Flip 5. You're limited to Maps, Messages, Messages again, Netflix, and YouTube. And that's it. But what you can do is download an app called Goodlock. You have to download it from the Galaxy Store, launch it, then you're gonna want to go under Life Up, then download the multi-star module. Once that's downloaded, tap on I Love Galaxy Foldable, tap on Launcher Widget, enable Launcher Widget, so tap on that up top, toggle it on, then tap on it again, and then select all the apps that you want to launch from the cover screen. Now, if I go back to my cover screen, go ahead and unlock it and swipe over, you can see there is the Goodlock launcher right there. And let's see, tapping all types of stuff here. So if I go back, swipe over, this is the Goodlock launcher. I can do things such as open up Instagram, as you just saw. I can also launch things like Google Docs and type up a document. I can launch Lightroom and even edit a photo if I want to. I can do Threads, TikTok. Someone asked me about Spotify. I can pull up Spotify here, and as long as I'm signed in, I can immediately start playing music and skipping tracks, building playlists, all that good stuff. So there's a lot of stuff that you can launch on the cover screen as long as you download Goodlock, then Multistar, and then toggle on the launcher widget. And this also goes for gaming. You can do a lot of gaming on the cover screen now. Let me show you. So if I unlock my phone here, swipe over, I can play things like Call of Duty. I can launch it and get my game on straight from the cover screen, which is pretty awesome. It is a small compact display, but you know, it still works and it's great on the fly, and it's gonna save you a little bit of battery life. I can also launch Tiny Doom or Mini Doom, I think it's called Tiny Doom, and I can play that. I actually demoed this in the video that I made the other day on how to set all this stuff up. It's called Tiny Mighty Doom, something like that. I can play DBZ Legends, again, one of my favorite games on mobile. I can also play things like PUBG. And I don't know, I think the experience is really, really fun. But where things get a little crazy is when you start playing emulators from the cover screen. So I can launch my PlayStation emulator here, and I will go to Run Game. You can see I have 2 games installed, Twisted Metal 2 and Kingsfield. I can go ahead and launch Twisted Metal 2, give it a second, and I can play. Now the controls are a little bit funky. I highly suggest connecting like a Bluetooth controller to it if you have one lying around. That way you get a better experience when it comes to, you know, the buttons and stuff, since Twisted Metal and several other PlayStation games rely a lot on the L1 and L2, R1 and R2 controls up top, and it's just a little tedious to play. I can also do something for all my Switch lovers out there. So there's an app called YUZU. You can download that, and then you can launch Switch games straight from the cover screen. So I have the new Super Mario Brothers here. I'm gonna go ahead and launch it, and you could play. Again, the controls are really, really tight here, really compact. It does take a little bit to load. I'm still tinkering with it and trying to find the best settings, but as you can see, it works pretty good. Even though the apps and the games that I just showed you work really well on the cover screen, if you want something that's slightly more optimized, you can go back into Goodlock. Then you're gonna go under Multistar once again. So tap on Multistar, tap on I Love Galaxy Foldable, tap on Game Widget, then enable it. So it's gonna pull you into the widget section here. Make sure game is toggled on. And then start selecting the games that you wanna play. So we have Back Bounce, Tiger Run, Golf Adventures, we have Daily Solitaire, Pen the UFO, several games here, just tapping on them to select them. We'll go ahead and enable them all just so I can show you. Once everything has been selected, I can back out. Then I'll go ahead and shut the phone, pull up the cover launcher here, swipe over, and you can see I have the Goodlock games right here. So we have Goodlock Game, and these are all the games that I can play. So if I tap on something like Tiger Run, it's going to pull it up a little bit faster than these other games since it's more optimized for the cover screen. And I can tap play and I can play. You know, it's kind of like, what is it, Temple Run? So you just swipe over to move and swipe up to jump, and I died. But yeah, so there's a lot of games that you can play that are included with Multistar. The golf game I find to be a lot of fun. The graphics aren't crazy by any means, but if you want to kill some time, you don't really want to download any Android games or mess with anything like that, this is a great way to do it. One question I got asked quite a bit from my previous video is if you're using an app on the cover screen, like I have the Call of Duty app open right here, and I open the phone, can I continue using the app right from where I left off? Is it a seamless transition? And I'm happy to say it definitely is, even with the Goodlock app launcher. So I have Call of Duty pulled up here. If I open up the phone, you can see I can pick up right from where I left off seamlessly, and it's really, really fast. Unfortunately, if I close the phone, it's not vice versa. So I can't start using the app from the cover screen if I shut the phone, but I can always unlock it, swipe over, and then relaunch the app, and boom, there we go. Before we go any further, let's talk about widgets, how you can reorder them, remove them, and just customize the layout of your cover screen. So if I go on my cover screen here, unlock it, then press and hold, I can browse my widgets just like so. If there's a widget that I don't want anymore, such as the steps widget here, I can just tap the minus button and it deletes it. If I want to add a widget, I can tap the plus and then browse the widgets that are available, select the one that I want, and it will be applied. If I want to rearrange them, I can touch and hold and then drag them around just like so, place it. And if I'm happy with the layout, I could just tap the back button and that's it. Go back home, boom. Now, if you don't want to use the cover screen to do all of that customization, you can do it right inside the phone itself. All you have to do is go into the main settings, scroll down until you see cover screen, then tap on widgets. From here, you can toggle off the widgets that you don't want to see on the cover screen. For instance, I have the apps widget here, as well as the Goodlock apps launcher widget. It's kind of redundant to have both, so I'm gonna go ahead and disable the apps widget. If I want to reorder them, I just tap on reorder and I can drag them around and reorder them much faster than from the cover screen itself. You can access quick toggles on the cover screen just like you can as if the phone was open. Now, you are limited to the quick toggles that are available, but they are there, and there's two that I want to go over that are extremely useful. So if I go to my cover screen here and unlock it, and then swipe down, it gives me access to the quick toggles. The first one that I wanna show you is the flashlight. This one's pretty cool. So if I tap on flashlight, now I can turn it on and off by hitting the volume key here. It's on, off, and if I want to do it again, I can just launch it and then on and off. The reason why they have it set up that way is because if you're looking at your phone and you hit that flashlight button, it's going to be right in your face. So if you read here, it's giving you like a little warning. That way you can put it where you need to put it and then hit the button, turn it on, and when you're done, boom, turns off. Really easy. The other quick toggle that I want to show you is the built-in screen recorder that works for the cover screen. So if I swipe down and then right next to where my data toggle is, there's like a little box with a camera, tap on that and then tap on start recording. I can now record my cover screen, which I'm doing right now. So if I wanted to record some gameplay from the cover screen, I could do so. If I was doing a tutorial, like maybe something camera related or just showing anything on the cover screen, I can record it. And when I'm done, I just swipe over and tap stop. And that's it. The last few things that I wanna talk about are camera related. Now don't get me wrong, I'm going to do a dedicated camera tips and tricks video for both the Fold 5 and the Flip 5, so stay tuned for that. But there are three that I want to go over that are specific to the cover screen that gives you a little bit more functionality and allows you to expand your creativity, we'll say. So what we're gonna do is go into the camera, and then I'm going to switch to video mode, and I'm going to enable auto tracking, which works really good. And it really shows the power of having this extra large cover display. So if I tap the little arrow here on the top right, and then tap the box with the little dot in it, now auto framing is turned on. So if I prop this up like so, and then switch it around to me, it will actually track me as I move around in the frame. So if I hit record and start recording, and move around a little bit, it's actually going to track my position and try to keep me in frame. If I move closer, it will zoom out. If I move further away, it will zoom in. Room's too small. But it's a really good little trick. Auto framing combined with the cover screen on the Flip, great. Unfortunately, the camera app on the cover screen isn't without its limitations. So if I launch the camera app, you can see all I have access to is photo, video, and portrait mode. I don't have access to things like portrait video, pro mode, or pro video mode, or any of the other modes that are included in the stock Samsung camera app. But there's a workaround. So what you're gonna do is open up your phone, then you're gonna go into the camera app. You're gonna select the mode that you want. So if I want to use, say, pro or portrait video, I could select portrait video, and then up here in the top right, I can tap on that, and now it's going to enable the cover screen preview, and that is how you can use various modes on the Galaxy Z Flip. So if you want to take advantage of portrait video, you can, but one thing to keep in mind is you can't adjust any of the settings. So no matter what I do here, I can't tap to focus. I can't adjust anything. You can only adjust them from back here. Although the stock camera app does have limitations on the cover display, you can always download a third-party camera app and then use the Goodlock app launcher to launch it, such as Motion Cam Pro if you want to shoot raw video. And when I mean raw video, I mean like raw DNG video. It's pretty crazy what you can do. It's a bit too much for me. Like I'm going to try it just for the sake of like future videos, but I mean, look how busy that is. It's a little tough to read, but nonetheless, you can use Motion Cam or Filmic Pro or any other camera app from the Google Play Store as long as you enable it inside the Goodlock app launcher. Now, you could also do this with Samsung's own AR camera. So if I launch the AR camera or AR Zone app, I can select different AR things such as AR Emoji Studio, AR Emoji Camera, stickers, Doodle, Deco Pick, and then Quick Measure. So I'm gonna go ahead and launch AR Emoji Camera. And from here, I can select different mask. I can select different scenes if I wanna do like a green screen. I can select mirror. I can do play. So there's a lot of things that I can do. We're gonna go ahead and go back to mask, and I'm going to select, we'll do this guy right here. Now, if I hold the phone up and start recording by pressing and holding on the volume down or up button, you can see I now have a mask on. And if I wanna go even further, I can stop recording and then do scene, select a different guy here. I'll tap record again, and boom, there's a scene. And I'm able to see what my camera sees. That way I can frame myself correctly, make sure that I'm, looking good as a little alien guy, and do it. Most people probably won't use this, I'm not gonna lie, but it's still fun for the people that like this type of stuff. Yeah, there you go. That was several tips and tricks to get you started with the Z Flip 5. Again, links can be found in the description and the pinned comment. Let me know what you think. I'll see you in the next one.